In this video, I'm going to show you how to perform a turf farm self-audit. Now, what is that? It's when you do an inspection of your own farm to see how compliant you are. It's a really good idea and something that we could do a couple of times a year maybe. And in fact, the way this system is designed, it's at best done on either your iPad or smartphone as you walk around. Anyway, let's open up the form and we'll show you how to do it. So we go to the home page, start new, inspections and audits, turf farm self-inspection checklist. Now, this is the form that opens up. You will see all these tabs along here that obviously relate to certain parts of the turf farm and how, and there'll be, you open up that part of the turf farm by clicking on there. First of all, we'll just put the date and I'm the one performing the inspection. And here's just a brief explanation of how to use the form. So let's go to the machinery shed first. So let's just click on machinery shed. Now you can see there is a number of questions down there and we answer whether they're satisfactory or not applicable. There's actually here a little bit of a hint for some of the questions if you go, what the heck does that mean? Anyway, I'm going to fill this part of the form in and we'll come back and have a quick look. Okay, so I've inputted that information and I've been able to answer yes to most of the parts of the question, meaning that they're satisfactory. However, there was one inspection that I wasn't happy with. Aisles of the machinery shed are clear and unobstructed, and materials and equipment are safely stored. So my housekeeping in there isn't too good. I'm sure it's not the same on your turf farm. But anyway, so I've got a problem. What am I going to do about that? I'm not going to ignore it. I'm going to create an action for it. So down here, I click on this button, create action for machinery shed, and this form opens. This is the action to be created, and I'll just fill that in and I'll take you through. Okay, I've filled in my action form. I'm the one requesting it. Here's the action to be taken. Clean up machinery shed, full details, full clean out of machinery shed. I've assigned the action to myself because I want to show you what the next thing is. Look, I could actually upload a photo here of the machinery shed to explain what the issue is, and I've assigned it a high priority. Now I submit this form and the next task is to assign the action. It's assigned to me, there's my name, therefore I can route it. Now, what that does is it sends an email to me as the person who the action is assigned to. It would also appear on my home page on the dashboard. But we won't worry about that for now because we're going to go into the next part of the inspection checklist, chemical storage. And while I'm filling that out, chemicals, I'm just going through all the questions here. We'll probably see the email appear on my form. Okay, let's go to wash down areas. There's only a couple of questions to answer there, and I'm able to answer yes to them. Vehicle loading and traffic control. Now you'll see as I go through this form, there is an action, create an action button for all sections of the form, okay? Now I'm actually going to finish, I'm going to submit that at this stage, even though I haven't finished because I've run out of time today. Oh, actually, look what happens here. That's the email has arrived to say the action has been assigned. Why don't we have a look at that because it's important as to how we can use that part of the system. All right, here's the email that's arrived. An action has been assigned to you. And here's the details. Now, when I want to look into that, I click down here and it takes me to Turf Plus and shows me what the action is that is required. Okay, and when I fill this in, I can click Action Completed by clicking Edit, and I can take a photo and upload that and leave any comments. But we're not looking at that now. Well, let's go back to our form. Okay, we're back at the turf farm self-inspection checklist. Now I said we're going to submit that even though we haven't finished it. So I'm submitting it. And let's say the next task is complete and we route that. I just want to show you where the record for this is stored. Okay, so we'll close the form and go to the home page where our records stored. They're down here in applications. That's the record storage area. In inspections and audits, if we scroll down, turf farm in self-inspection checklists, they're recorded by date, and the most recent one will be at the bottom here. There's some test ones I've done earlier. Now, if I click on this blue box, here we go, it opens up the form. Now, what that means is, because we didn't finish it last time, we still had personal protective equipment and office and record keeping to go. If we click the edit button, we can continue our inspection. Okay, so we've done personal protective equipment, office and record keeping. I think, obviously go through these properly. Save, and now because I have updated information, I need to put my password in for this. This is a security item in the system to stop someone from altering a record who shouldn't be. So I'll click route, and now that form is completed. And of course, we close it. And if we want to go down, we know where the records are. There it is there. Okay, and that is how we use the turf farm self-inspection checklist.